tonight, hosted by Brad the Dad. With Randy C and George, this Christmas will be rad. Little Brady's here, and Eric B as well. Let's celebrate the season with stories we can tell. Trivia bells, wrestling all the way. Oh, what fun it is to quiz on this wrestling holiday. Trivia bells, who will take the crown? Answer fast and don't you slip, 'cause Brad won't back down. But the Hub Crew's here tonight. It's time to test their brains. From WrestleMania lore to old school match campaigns. Will Randy take the win? Or maybe George comes through. Little Brady's got a shot, but Eric's in it too. Trivia bells, wrestling all the way. Oh, what fun it is to quiz on this wrestling holiday. Trivia bells, who will take the crown? Answer fast and don't you slip, 'cause Brad won't back down. The Hub Crew's here tonight. It's time to test their brains. From WrestleMania lore to old school match campaigns. Will Randy take the win? Or maybe George comes through. Little Brady's got a shot, but Eric's in it too. The Hub Crew's here tonight. It's time to test their brains. From WrestleMania lore to old school match campaigns. Will Randy take the win? Or maybe George comes through. Little Brady's got a shot, but Eric's in it too. Trivia bells, wrestling all the way. Oh, what fun it is to quiz on this wrestling holiday. Trivia bells, let's all shout hooray for Brad the Dad and all his crew on Christmas Trivia Day. For Brad the Dad and all his crew on Christmas Trivia Day. For Christmas Trivia Day.
Hello, friends, and welcome to a very special year in review. I am Brad the Dad, and riding shotgun with me today is a collection of the Huge Pop family. Joining me from across the Huge Pop universe, if we are talking about WWE. Let's begin with Eric. You look like you're in a good mood today. Is that because you're not in last place?
I am chipper, and last place, first place, mid place, wherever I am. I'm here in this place with you, Brad, and all these other fine gentlemen. So thanks for having me. And you're looking festive, may I add, too. I know we're not doing a video, but my Lord, are you looking festive?
This is my Elf on the Shelf outfit. So as a 6'2" gentleman, I would literally dress up and I'd go places and sit on a shelf and people would take pictures. It was super funny. I did it celebrating the 24 days leading up to Christmas. It's a fun thing. We're having fun. Let's take a shot at your tag team partner from the other Raw Dog, Randy C. Say hello to the nice folks.
Hello to the nice folks. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's me, Randy C., your longest reigning Churchill Cup champion. I am the Papacito of the mistletoe. I've taken more deer with my driver's license than my hunter's license. I would always pay an extra $5 in Hamilton. I am a carpenter. I am a plumber. I'm Southern Ontario's greatest lover. Always sweet, never sour, just like Prince Adam. I have the power, and I'm here to win today because I never lose. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody. And by the time you listen to this, we're through the first part of the Christmas holidays, gearing up for New Year's, and you have been left on your seat wondering, how can this man climb and become the Daniel Bryan of our series, the Cody Rhodes? Can he finish his story from new to the Huge Pop Network, but not new to any of us? George Mackay, come on down.
And that's a lot of pressure. Thank you. I don't know if I can exactly finish the story, but I hope to climb at least out of last place. Merry Christmas to all. And as we lead to the new year, Happy New Year to all. Glad to be back.
And last and certainly not least, the Jack Tunney of this network, dressed in his finest, coming back from the Lord's house. Brady, you're dressed so nice. You said you should have been me.
Yeah, no, I just got done a huge drug deal. So that's why I'm dressed like this. Something's burning in here, Brad. Thank you for bringing me back on to win this and defeat Randy as the evil Skeletor that I am to his Prince Adam. Randy, you're going down.
No,
I did not know I was going to get my He-Man fill for today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing multiple choice trivia questions here that will go through the year. We're about halfway through the 2024 calendar year. And just to catch you up, in case you missed the first podcast, and I don't know why you would, we're going to go through the scores. After 25 questions, George has 13 points. Eric has 14 points. Brady has 16 points. And in the lead is Randy C. But I have good news. As the good little elf that I am, Santa has just informed me. Wait, what's that, Santa? Creepy Santa says...
Ladies and gentlemen, he actually is holding up a stuffed Santa to his head. That looks horrific. What is that, from the 30s?
That is a satanic Santa Claus that doesn't even have pupils in camera form. We're just seeing white eyes. Hold it back a little bit further. Those eyes are glowing.
I know what Santa that is. That's the Dutch Santa. So that means his helper is Schvat the Piet.
Schvat the Piet? No, but that's Creepy Santa that my parents gave me, which would explain everything about me. I'll post that picture when we post this episode. So Creepy Santa said that we're playing double points for the rest of this game. So that is how people can climb back up. So each question now is worth 2 points. I am about to share my screen with the good people.
There's some like zonks in here too or something, every now and then. Just steal points, anything. Let's just make it fun.
We're going to make it fun. Okay. So I am going to now move to question number 26. And I have to rearrange that. And then I'll go back to sharing my screen. Editing is going to be fun. Or if I forgot, you all get to hear my terrible singing. Mena. Question number 26. Our main event, we are defending the title. This is, if I remember correctly, we are currently defending the title at, I think Pitts the back button. What PLE are we at? We are at Crown Jewel. Okay, so at Crown Jewel, our main event was Cody Rhodes defending his title against which of the following opponents? A, Randy Orton. B, Solo Sikoa. C, Kevin Owens. Or D, Logan Paul. And the answers come into the chat.
You say Crown Jewel, right?
Yep, this is Crown Jewel. This is Saudi Arabian pay-per-view. And, Randy typed out his whole answer. He's right.
George, thanks for sending it to everyone. We all just got your answer. So George picked B.
Yep.
No, that's fine. George, I'm sorry, buddy. The answer was D, Logan Paul, who was the defending U.S. title at the time. So we get a point for Eric and a point for Randy, but not 1 point, 2 points.
George, I picked B too, so don't worry, buddy. We're in the.
I just want to say I'm not laughing at the answer. I'm laughing because Randy made me pop huge earlier today with another recording that we did, and I'm just in like a completely giggly mood now because of this. So cheap plug, go listen to the Draw Straws Raw review on this Tuesday, Christmas Eve.
Ooh, Christmas Eve.
Crap.
As you just mess up the time warp we were delivering the show in. The Bloodlines, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga with Paul Heyman face Kevin Owens, Randy Orton at Backlash. Who won this match? This is Backlash France, by the way. The Bloodline, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Neither due to a double disqualification, or neither due to a double countout.
What?
There are You guys are like, this is do you
can't
not
see
remember
anything.
this match?
Not at
No.
all.
Not at all. Nobody does.
Nope.
25% chance. I like my odds.
This was one of the reasons I wanted to do trivia, was that sometimes you just get these things where it's like, what the hell is this? All right. I think I got everybody's answers. And the correct answer is the Bloodline. Dun, dun, dun. Nobody got any points on that one. Sorry, guys.
I forgot.
You forgot about the legendary feud between the Bloodline and Kevin Owens. And okay, I'll keep going.
No, I thought honestly it was the double DQ.
No, the Bloodline cheated to win that match. At Backlash France, AJ Styles was the number one contender for Cody Rhodes' title. Who did he beat in the finals of this tournament? Is it A, Bobby Lashley, B, LA Knight, C, Kevin Owens, D, Rey Mysterio? Oh, this is a game changer. Maybe not. And he's waiting for the final answer. And you all are right. Yay, LA Knight. Guys, LA Knight won that match. Does anybody remember who LA Knight beat at WrestleMania?
Bobby Lashley.
Logan Paul.
No, that was Karrion Kross. Yeah. Yeah, Logan Paul? No, I don't even know.
So AJ Styles and LA Knight had a match at WrestleMania where LA Knight won. And then they reversed this just a month later.
Yeah,
because WWE booking sometimes still has flaws. Question number 29. There were 4 matches before the main event. Which was the match that opened Backlash? Your options are the Bloodline versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, Bayley versus Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton, Damian Priest versus Jey Uso, or Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus the Kabuki Warriors. Got one answer. Got 2 answers.
You got
3
one answer because it was a straight up guess for me.
Yeah. So this is actually the entire card. Make that
2 guesses. Yeah.
Oh, and one person got this correct. And let's hear his audible yell.
Booyaka, booyaka. No, the Bloodline one. I remember that one. It started off.
But nobody remembers how it ended.
No.
Because you didn't have to Google that one.
Oh, please.
All right, just to recap things, Randy is now in the lead with 24 points. Brady has 18 points.
You
Eric
son of a...
has 18 points. And George has 15 points.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's everybody's game. The main event of Clash at the Castle in Scotland was Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. What was the special stipulation of this match? No DQ. Judgment Day is banned from ringside. Last man standing. Special guest referee.
Oh, no. Whatever. I'll just live with it. So stupid. No, I'm switching it.
Oh, okay. You can switch it. Go ahead.
No, whatever. I don't care. I'll leave it.
Yeah, well, it's nice. That's nice and charitable because this one was George.
That's the one I wanted. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Son of a bitch.
So it was Judgment Day is banned from ringside because they kept getting involved with the matches, and still how there was still shenanigans in this match because of CM.
Straight up guess. Don't remember anything about this pay-per-view at all. The only thing I remember is Drew McIntyre's entrance. That's it.
Which was fantastic from this PLE.
I think that's the only reason why I remember it.
All right. We are going to do 3 more questions, and then we'll take a little break for our next topic. Famously, Sami Zayn defended his IC title at Money in the Bank in Toronto, which is where all of you live. He also had a comedy show that weekend.
Thanks for doxing us.
What was the name of that show? Sami Zayn and Friends do Toronto, Sami Zayn and Friends stand-up show, Sami Zayn and Friends comedy show, or just Sami Zayn and Friends?
What the?
This is a trick question.
Brad,
come on. This sounds like something Sami Zayn would say, so I'm going to pick this one. I don't think it's right, but I'm picking that one.
Oh,
I don't think I'm ready.
We got one more. We're just waiting for one final guess.
Are we always just waiting for Randy? Because
Hey,
if that
no.
that is 100% Google. If that's the
No,
case.
it's not. Tell him, Brad, please.
Right now, we're waiting for Eric.
Tell him, Brad.
No, I've
please,
answered.
God.
I answered.
Oh, it's you. Okay, then it's just then it was George who was last, but George was right.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Come on, man.
The only reason I
Toronto.
picked that, again, straight up, the only reason I picked that is because it sounds like something Sami Zayn would say. We're going to do Toronto.
And
I guess-
with that,
and he did Toronto and failed miserably.
Yeah, I didn't say he did it well. I just said he did it.
He'd have been
right,
better off in Montreal.
with that, George, you'll be very happy. You just passed Eric. You have 1 point on Eric.
Wow. Christmas came late.
CM Punk and Drew McIntyre's feud started because CM Punk kept interfering in Drew McIntyre's world title matches. How many times did this happen? Okay, I'm going to give you some options. 4 times, 2 times, 3 times, 5 times.
So let's say that out loud.
7 times.
I did.
This chat keeps on closing.
Chat keeps on closing. It's not nice. All right. Does everybody? Oh, last answer. Okay. I cannot believe this, but we officially have a hot streak going. Not really. It's this time was Randy. 3 times.
Yikes.
And when was that answer put in there, Brad?
You were first to answer.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
This time.
I thank you, Eric. You took the words out of it just
Whatever.
this time.
All right.
It's because he already pulled it up mid talking. He's using Brad's talking to quickly pull up the website. That's what he's doing.
We're doing this in person next time.
That's why he's so adamant about getting all the questions read off.
Well, it's hard to tell because
Gives him
the
longer
camera's
time
off.
for his little stiff fingers to type.
We are doing a podcast. I think I have to read the question. So Tiffany Stratton was the winner of the women's match, and Chelsea Green took a giant bump. There were 4 other women in this match. Here are 5 names. Which of the following women was not in the women's Money in the Bank match? Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, Michin, Naomi, and Zoe Stark. You're looking to tell me which one of these things is not like the other. One of these things just isn't the same.
Brad, that can be taken very wrong. If you have a brain like mine, apparently. I have known none of these questions. Not a single one.
Well, in fairness, some of us do review WWE product every week, and we have a slight advantage.
God damn it.
But does it help Eric?
No, and why would it? Because the only thing that you can remember about that match is that magnificent bump.
That's why I didn't ask you about the bump.
Well, you should have asked me about the bump.
Well, I should have had. I don't talk about the bump, whether it's the TV show or the big one that you took off the ladder. Okay,
Fair.
So we are going to move to our favorite angle of the year. So we're going to go around the horn. Would anyone like to raise their hand and go first as we break things up? Oh, George. All right, George, take us away.
Favorite angle for me, again, involves Drew McIntyre. I loved the Drew McIntyre and CM Punk feud, something simple, over bracelet that was made by a fan, not made by, anyone like semi-close, but representing two individuals that are very close in CM Punk's life, being his wife and his dog. I'm a big dog lover. So I love the fact that how close he is with his pet is the same way I am with mine. And I just like that feud. I like the feud because I feel like even though Drew lost the feud, he didn't look bad. And I feel like CM Punk came in for his first major feud, and we all thought it was going to be Seth Rollins, but now they're building towards that now, the tail end of the year going into next year. So I like the fact they held off on that feud for a little bit because they knew that would be something special leading into WrestleMania. So I like this feud, and I like the way it ended, and I like the back and forth. I like the mind games. And this eventually led to Drew McIntyre's turn on the entire WWE universe, which probably has to be my favorite heel turn of the year as well. So I gotta say to that yeah, Drew McIntyre and CM Punk definitely was an enjoyable and fun angle for me.
Eric, you look like you're excited to share about this.
Well, I was going to say the same thing, but I'll just go with my second. And it's something that's often looked past as probably the greatest storyline that we've had in pro wrestling in a long time. That is the continuing development of the bloodline storyline, the separation of the bloodline leading to the new bloodline, bringing in new stars, bringing in Jacob Fatu is just lighting up the scene like crazy. So I want to see more bloodline. It is the young and the restless of the WWE. I hope it keeps going for 52 seasons. Give me more bloodline, man.
Is that how long, side note, is that how long the Young and the Restless was on TV for? 52 years?
52 entire seasons, my friend.
Wow. That's why, what's his name? Victor Newman was such a big part of my childhood. My Nona watched that guy every day.
Victor Newman, WWE champ, 2025.
Book it.
I'm in. If that happens, huge pop right here. 100%.
And we've recorded it. Brady, you're over there chilling. What was your favorite? What was your favorite part of this year?
Well, I'm really into long-term storytelling. And like Eric said, the 50-year history. My favorite angle and favorite story of the year with long-term storytelling and probably a little bit more to go is Janelle Grant versus Vince McMahon. I'm a real big fan of that. I think it's drawn big money. I think everybody there is getting more than they asked for. And I can't wait to see what 2025 brings with that story.
As we all are eagerly waiting because the court stay has just left. And Randy, you cover the product pretty regularly on Mondays. What stuck out for you?
Well, all are great standouts. Definitely George's. I agree with Eric too. Almost forgot what Brady told us about. Almost forgot about that. But I'm going to have to say Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley in the whole Judgment Day scenario or saga of the year. Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio, as well as Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio, the love triangle. Speaking about Young and the Restless, George. Yes, and Eric. The love triangle. And who better to be stuck in the middle than a very nicely mustached man of the name of Dominic Mysterio. So don't get me wrong. All these are great. I'm going to put them all pretty much the same, but I'll use the Judgment Day saga as...
Wait, are you saying Judgment Day Terminator 2 on Sega Genesis or Saga?
Sega.
Oh.
Sega. S-E-G-A. And a big Merry Christmas. My brother just walked in the door. I haven't seen him in a year or two as well, so I apologize for that. But a big Merry Christmas to my nieces and nephew as well, as he listens to me explaining about the Judgment Day.
Oh, now he has 3 extra hands to help him cheat.
Oh my God, he's probably got everyone down there with phones. He's got people on the phone. He's got, okay, who do you got? Who do you got? Who do you thinking? What do you got? Like, come on, Randy, this is a monopolization here, man. Not fair.
Did he hack my computer? That's really the question. No, the angle for me is the one that's kind of playing out now is Kevin Owens and the slow move to complete insanity of Kevin Owens. And as we watch him do holiday tours with the Wingy Eel title, defending that title like it's his own, my heart has just grown 3 sizes. And I am ready to continue on with trivia. So again, points are doubled for this part of the trivia. We are into the near to the end of our time together, dear friends. And I'm going to hit play. There we go. And just to update the scores, Randy has 28 points. Brady has 18 points.
Shut up.
Has 18 points. And George, with that remarkable comeback I called earlier, has 21 points. Which PLE did John Cena announce his upcoming retirement, which will be taking place in 2025? Backlash France, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, or the Elimination Chamber?
Damn it.
Cannot believe how many of these questions I have zero idea of the answer.
I know I messed up.
You did mess up.
I know I did.
B, Money in the Bank. So Brady and George get points on this question.
I don't know how we missed that one, Randy.
I don't know either.
Weren't you guys there? Were you guys at the show?
No,
George was
no.
at the show. That's why George remembered.
No. I didn't.
No,
You don't have.
Somebody sold their media passes.
Oh, sorry. I forgot all about that. Gunther became the WWE heavyweight champion at SummerSlam. How did he defeat Damian Priest? This is according to the Wikipedia article. Pin, knockout, submission, countout. And anybody who puts D should be fired.
I mean, technically, it's a dual answer because you've worded two things. One thing happened that led to another thing, but
I don't even know. I don't know how I just picked that, but I did.
I remember.
It was a submission. You know, you guys can say, hey, I got that. I meant to put this and I put this. I will totally take oops, wrong answer.
No, I couldn't do that the last time. I could not do that in the last one.
Unlike Randy, I play honestly.
All right, so it was a submission.
I can say I did that for the first half. The first 25 questions, I did that for a lot of my answers. So can I have some of those points back?
No, we're going to keep going forward. There is a major change coming to SummerSlam in 2025. What is it? There's no multiple choice for this one. You just have to guess. This is the one.
What?
Yep.
What do you mean?
I know.
It's a big change to the.
I know. Just stop the answers right there. I gave it to you like right there. See, you know, the second that you asked this question, I gave it. And I know I'm right.
Okay, wait, hold on. Where is he? Santa says Brady gets 3 points.
What?
I'm not going to be able to say. I'm not going to say what Brady wrote because it's not. I would.
Thank
definitely
you.
get in trouble, but he gets 3 points for popping me. Santa did it. It's not my fault.
Bitch, man.
This is all kinds of collusion in this show.
This is.
No, if you guys read that answer, you'd give me points.
I was gonna say, can we wrong answers only? Can we get points for wrong answers only? I didn't know.
If your wrong answer pops me as hard as Brady's does, then yes. The answer is 2 nights. So SummerSlam is moving to 2 nights because more is more, boys.
Yeah, who got it right, Brad?
Everybody got it right except for Brady, but he got 3 points because he's smarter.
I feel like my answer was the exact same as 2 nights. It's really not much different.
More is more. Where did SummerSlam 2024 actually take place? And this one I will give you 4 options.
Oh, I know for a fact because I made fun of it religiously.
Yes, on your podcast, which you can listen to on Tuesday mornings. It's the Raw Dogs.
Hey, me and George have podcasts and stuff that we do too, right? We have things.
Listen, that one.
Please plug it.
This whole thing's a work.
I did say it earlier. Collusion. There's a lot of collusion going on here.
Listen, if you want to know what's a work, you have to listen to live audio wrestling.
There you go. I set you up for that alley-oop, man. I'm glad you grabbed it.
I grabbed it. And only 2 of you got this answer correct. It was B.
Son of
Cleveland. And ironically, Eric got it right, but Brady, don't worry, Randy did not.
I thought it was Cleveland.
I got to tell you that I got it right because I was invited to go and I had to say, speak for about 5 hours about all the reasons why I would never want to visit Cleveland over other places, such as tropical destinations.
But Cleveland has the Christmas Story house.
Cleveland has the crack houses too. No,
I know, but it has the house from A Christmas Story. It's on Cleveland Street.
Okay,
that doesn't stop for Christmas, George.
Fair enough.
I feel like I should be playing the Cleveland advertising right there. WWE superstar Ilya Dragunov is currently injured. What is his injury? And I will give you 4 options as we've lost Mr. Dragunov.
What are the options, Brad?
Oh,
For the listeners at home.
Torn rotator cuff, torn PCL, torn ACL, torn groin. All right,
I'll tear
George.
your groin, buddy.
George is getting 3 points.
Why? Because I picked
These 3 points given away for everything. Oh my goodness. Merry Christmas, guys.
It's fine. Okay, the actual answer is a torn ACL, which was C.
Whoops.
Which Brady gets points for. But George picked torn groin, which just made me laugh so hard.
Thank you.
I don't know. I was just like, whatever, sure. Maybe it's a groin. Who knows?
There's no way. Bronson Reed began his push by taking out Seth Rollins shortly after SummerSlam. He did it by hitting a large number of tsunamis, his finishing move. How many was it? And I will give you the options. 5, A, 5, B, 6, C, 7, D, 8. As somebody just said the right answer into the microphone.
Yeah. Stop saying it out loud.
Wasn't me. This time was not me.
It's Randy. All you hear is bananas. 5.
Bananas.
Chiquita. Monkeys never cramp.
Never.
Hey, George, while we're waiting for the last couple of... Oh, no, we do got all the answers. And ironically, the right answer is not the one that was said. I fibbed. It was 6.
I thought it was 3, to be honest with you.
Brad,
I trusted the man who was Googling, to be honest.
You're off my Christmas card list now. You're off my Christmas card list officially.
Did anybody get that right?
Or nobody got that right.
Okay.
I thought it was 5 for sure.
No,
I said 3. I said 3 at the beginning.
It was 5, and then he went. They were like getting him ready to get on the brace, and everybody had to clear the way because Braun's came flying off top rope. Because he was
just screaming out 6 tsunamis sounds better in a promo afterwards in comparison to 5 tsunamis.
But you have to use 2 fingers when 5. Brady's right. He's pointing the 5 up. It's 5's easier to do with hands.
Big guys and 5 just go hand in hand like King Kong Bundy. 5 count, right? It's just to me, I don't know why. Just when you hear splash, big man, 5 is the number.
Hey, don't we have something that's coming up onto the network that has the number 5 in it, George?
We do, actually. Thank you very much. In January, in the new year, we will have a new show with me and one of my longtime good friends and fellow wrestling fan, Michelle Arujo. It'll be called the Ringside 5, where every episode we pick a topic and we give 5 opinions on said topic.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you set things up. My name is Jack Tunney. I'll be here all day.
Okay, we got 3 more questions before we take our next break. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre had a match at Backlash in Berlin. What was their stipulation? And for the record, Randy has already given me his answer before he saw the multiple choice. Hell in a Cell, last man standing, no DQ, or a strap match. Oh, and 3 out of 4 of you got it right, and we're about to hear a big moan. It was in Berlin, it was straps. We get the other one later on. Womp womp. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair won their women's titles at Backlash. Well, I should say they won them back. The team they beat is called the Union, the Unholy Union, Twisted Sisters, or the Scottish Satanists.
I mean, it should be D. D is so much better.
Yes, 3 out of 4 of you got this right. It was the Unholy Union. It should be the Scottish Satanists. You're not wrong.
Netflix, make it happen, baby.
Make it happen, baby.
Do you know that the Raw is coming to Netflix on January 6th? I don't know if
I did not know that. I did not. I've not seen any promos. I've not seen any kickoff segments or anything like that. They've really been keeping it very much under wraps.
Well, the good thing, George, is that you can hear news like this on Draw Straws Raw every Tuesday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for knocking my pitch out of the park. I'm glad you picked up on that, Eric. Wonderful segue.
Netflix. I thought they said it was Hulu.
I thought it was Prime. Amazon. Is Amazon Prime? Prime?
YouTube Premium. Question 42. Bad Blood had an early start time of 6 p.m. Eastern, according to Wikipedia. This was because WWE is trying a new start time, the location of the event, to avoid the UFC event. No reason given. Oh, we got 2 right answers. We have 50% of the class passed and 50% failed, and not the people you would suspect. Oh, George. Brady.
I got to be in the lead now. I got to be close to the lead now. I have to be.
Not even close.
You are close at this point. George, you're like, it's like I've wrote this script and we're playing by like a script I wrote.
No, it's because you know why? This is all semi-fresh in my rather getting older brain. And I will say that I do remember some of these reasons. I actually remember complaining about the 6 p.m. start time because it annoyed me. It threw off my, I guess, routine, what I'm used to when I watch a PLE. So,
But I have a question, just because of the law of live audio wrestling that covers a lot of MMA on the hub. Wasn't the UFC event the day before?
no. Same night.
Oh, okay.
Same day.
Sorry.
Same day.
It was Same day.
Same night.
Oh, I apologize. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about it in detail on the Law Live Audio Wrestling, where you can follow on YouTube at What's a Work, or you can follow here on the Huge Pop Hub. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. My name is Jack Tunney. I'll be here all.
And this is why I pulled that question actually from an episode of Listening to the Law. So thank you for that question. Cody Rhodes was depicted at a stakeout with a hip hop artist by the name of, and I'm going to give you 4 names. This reoccurred on every PLE for months. Metro Boomin is A, B, Travis Scott, C, Future, and D, Young Thug. See if we have. I thought we would have less hip hop heads in the house. Okay. And the answer is Metro Boomin.
Jeez.
Listen, all these names you just said here, if a true hip hop head wouldn't acknowledge any of them.
None. 100% right.
Yes, I realized as I was writing this, I was like, I didn't know any of these names. The reason I picked those names was because my children said, these are people that young people listen to. I'm like, these are people that nobody listens to, children.
But who got that right?
We had both George and it was George and Eric. Thank you, Eric, for waving at me. Okay, so scores are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36 for Randy. Brady has 31. Eric, 28. And George, 40 points, which means, George, I think you're in the lead.
Wow. It's Christmas miracle. Honestly, I do remember this back half of the year. So this has been very good. Very good. Momentum is on my side. That's a nice ring, sir. If I was dressed like Ace Ventura, I'd try to tackle you at a track and field thing just to see if you're missing anything.
Okay, so with that, Brady is telling me that I am number 1 and that he would like to go first to tell me who his favorite wrestler of the year was.
My favorite wrestler of this year has been my favorite wrestler of the past 5 years. It is the man, the one, the ring general, the man who has the definition of the ring kampf, Gunther.
Gunther. Sorry, that's as soon every time I hear Gunther, I think that of his song. It just
Can you insert that music right there?
yeah.
Yes,
excellent
Gunther.
choice.
That's
I
my man
actually
right
thought
there.
he was going to say the prosecution for the Vince McMahon. I really thought he was going to say that's going to be his favorite character. Considering the last question, I thought that's what it was. I really did.
The personal trainer of Vince McMahon, the man who keeps going with shit, apparently on his
Vince McMahon's
Anyway.
Viagra / Cialis dealer.
That just went from real fun to real bad. But that's my favorite guy of the year is Gunther with a close second, the prosecutor. Yes, George is right.
Eric, you're less muted than everybody else. You've watched a lot of wrestling this year. Who stuck out for you?
Who stuck out for me is a man that's been, kind of in the back burner of the E for a while, pushed all the way to the moon at probably the wrong time in the COVID era, finally getting his comeuppance as one of the best heels in professional wrestling, and definitely one of the best on social media. It's Drew frickin' McIntyre. I love me some Drew McIntyre. It started off with him just wearing leather kilts and leather jackets and has evolved to what it is now. This incredible feud with CM Punk. Nobody could give a shit if it's for a title or not. That bracelet meant everything, man. And that feud was great. And I just can't wait to see more Drew and his character develop more and more on the Netflix era.
Randy, who stuck out for you this year? Who is your favorite wrestler?
100% on the opposite side of the ring of what Eric Blondon is going to say. I'm going to say Mr. Man of the Year, Mr. Man of the last couple of years. In any company he goes to, he makes everyone a star. Mr. CM Punk. Nobody can talk close second to him in this last year wrestling to me, CM Punk.
Wow.
And to put a note on that, Randy, with you saying that, he only wrestled for a very small portion of the year. Like we're talking like maybe 5-6 matches here televised. He was injured for a good portion of it, and now I think they realize, oh shit, we don't need to use Punk. Like Punk is much more of an asset just being around, working with other talent, backstage, promos, stuff like that, than he ever could be working. So it's insane that you're right. It's a very viable argument that CM Punk may be the best of the year, and he didn't even work most of it. My opinion, anyway.
No,
100%.
very fair. George, there is a lot of people to pick in this category this year. Who are you picking?
Honorable mention for me would be the fantastic camera team. And I say that with absolute love and honor because those guys have gotten some great shots, some great memes. Arguably, most recently, the War Games match where we had CM Punk and Roman Reigns on opposite sides of the cage, looking like two siblings who did not want to talk to each other but are faking liking being in the same room. So, but the winner for me is definitely Drew. Definitely Drew, because I know Eric thought I was going to say another camera shot. No, Eric. No, I wasn't going to say another camera shot. Okay. Just let's keep it PG-13, my friend. Okay. No, Drew McIntyre for sure. 150%. Oh, look at that. Look at that. George Clooney's back in the building. I honestly and truly, everything that Eric said, I would like to reiterate. And Drew definitely held the company down during the COVID era where we weren't sure where anything was going to go. And now he's getting his chance to shine in front of these big crowds and have these big moments. And it's rightfully deserved, long overdue as well. And it's just great to see Drew finding what we all knew when he was kind of picked years ago in his first run to be that next man up. And now he's really showing why he was an early consideration at such a young age.
Yeah, and I was definitely on the fence about this one, but I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes. He did finish his story. And the other thing I love about Cody is that he works a lot. Like he does a lot of house shows. He does a lot of promotional events. He is trying to become the next John Cena, and he adds a lot to the show. So Cody Rhodes is my mention of the year, as we've lost one of our contestants, or at least gone off camera. We are going to continue, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the home stretch. The last 6 questions of this 50 trivia question game has begun. There were 5 matches on Bad Blood. What was the opening match? Nia Jax versus Bayley, Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan, with Dirty Dom in her corner. Or Shark Cage, I think, particularly in this one. I think I've got all the answers. And the correct answer is... Oh, there's George's answer. George, you could have just waited and got some points. But you don't cheat. George does not cheat. So everybody but George got that question right, by the way. Sorry, George. You have to let people get...
It's a great match.
You have to keep it close, though, George, in order to keep the show entertaining. Yeah, this was probably one of the better matches of the year. Like this Drew McIntyre, CM Punk match. These guys killed each other.
Yo, shouts out to the Toolbox.
Oh, good call.
Oh, shout out even more to the back bump that Drew took on the steel steps. that was half on his back and half on the, oh, that was nasty.
All right, we're now on to I think I said Crown Jewel, but this may have been the other Saudi Arabian pay-per-view. Am I right? Which one are we at? We're into the whatever. This is Crown Jewel. The New Bloodline. Oh, yes, because we did get better not say anything else. The New Bloodline wrestled in a 6-man tag match at Crown Jewel. Only 3 of them were in the match technically. Which of the following was not in the match? A. Solo Sikoa. B. Jacob Fatu. C. Tama Tonga. D. Tongaloa. I'm waiting for one more answer, and it's not Randy. Ooh.
Oh, you're just protecting him now.
I am just protecting him. and it's funny.
Actually, that was me. I think he was waiting on my answer because I really wasn't sure.
And you were right. D. Tongaloa, because that made the match better.
Yeah, okay.
You got that right?
That's what I figured. That's
Brady,
right.
You got that right. Eric got that right, and so did George.
Oh man, Randy, can we have a points recap real quick, just so I can rub it in Randy's face again about how George is beating him?
Hey, I do know some knowledge. I do have some knowledge.
You got the last
it's
question
not
wrong. I got it right.
Could be anybody.
I forgot. I thought the Hell in a Cell was further down the card for some reason.
We need a recap.
Okay.
I'm getting there.
Points recap.
Tongaloa was in that match. By the way, Tongaloa was in that match. Remember, he did that. Tried to do the uppercut. No offense, but he was in that match.
No, he wasn't in that match. That was when he said it. He interfered in the match, but he was not in the match.
He blew the home spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually remember that pretty vividly.
because
somebody. No, because Randy called me and he's like, "You need to watch this pay-per-view right now." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "The crowd is so fire." He's like, "Turn the pay-per-view on." I ended up watching it because it was like during the day, and that was one of the things that I seen was Tongaloa blow his interference home spot.
Here's a question then, while we're on this question. I just have...
Let's do it.
Remember Tonga and Tama? They won the tag championships. And then they switched it to Jacob, and then they lost it. Wasn't this before that? So this is where my mind is not...
I have no idea.
No, Jacob won the tag titles. And
they
then
switched it to Tonga.
And then Jacob got injured. And then they switched it to Tonga, and that's when they lost.
This is where I'm getting confused.
I
thought
it was
this
on
one.
Tonga.
This is the one I'm confused on.
And previously on the other podcast, part 1, we did have a question that was like a trick version of this as well. So that could also be throwing in some interference in your, firing in your brain.
Old age.
32 points for Eric. He's in last place.
Yes.
Brady has 35 points.
Ooh.
Randy has 38 points. But George is in the lead with 42 points.
It's okay. Just ask 6 more questions about Tama Tonga or Tongaloa, and hopefully Randy gets them wrong, and I'll beat him.
Okay. There was a women's tag team match on this card in Saudi Arabia. It set a WWE record. What was the record for? It was the first time the women's titles were defended in Saudi Arabia. The first time that the women wore regular clothing in Saudi Arabia. The most women in the ring at the same time in Saudi Arabia. And the first time Jessica Carr had on long sleeve referee jersey the way that Greg wants her to wear. I threw that last one in for Greg. And if you listen to my podcast, you will hear that the Smack Daddies, Greg loses his mind every time Jessica Carr does not have a long sleeve referee's jersey. Oh, we got the answers all in. And the answer is C. George and Eric with the points here.
Way to go, Eric. Air high five, buddy.
And the number is how many women were in the ring for this match? Does anybody want to give me that one? For no bonus
5
points, boys.
5.
Nope. Do the math. 4 tag teams.
8.
9. The rest.
8.
722. 44.
If I were giving bonus points to be to Randy, he got it right after the third guess. It was 9.
Of course, it's me.
With the women's referee.
Oh
8.
my god!
Give me 3 bonus points. Like
8 at the same time.
No way. No.
8
9.
at the same time. 9
No.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Randy's back hurts too much to carry more bonus points. We got to move on.
Listen, 9 at the same time sounds like the Raw Dogs Friday night, and you can listen to these Raw Dog stories every Tuesday on the Huge Pop Radio Network on Draw Straws Raw.
Tinder, swipe left.
The men's war game match main event at Survivor Series was the main event. At the end of the match, there were several injuries. How many wrestlers were hurt with injuries that would sideline them for the foreseeable future? Your options are 2, A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, D, 5. And I found
one is unforgettable. That's for sure.
Yeah, there was one that we found out that was a surprise bonus injury.
Didn't seem like a bonus at all.
I switch my answer.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Listen, if you go on to Family Feud and you give them a bogus answer, you don't then after say, let me switch said answer. You go with said bogus answer, and Steve Harvey is going to mock the hell out of you, and the crowd's going to love it.
Yep, 100%.
Anyways, Randy, I hope you got the question right.
I forgot about, to be honest, until you guys said it, I forgot about Bronson. To be honest with you, I completely forgot about him.
How did you get
nobody? I could not
knew there was
forget Bronson Reed's. Listen, Bronson Reed's ankle exploding like during match and then walking out of the ring afterward just shows how much of a beast that guy is.
And Jimmy Uso's big toe being destroyed and his splash.
Right.
And then there was the torn Tonga Loa's out for a long time.
Thank you, Tonga, for bringing it back for me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Another historic thing happened at Survivor Series. What was it? First time there were 2 War Game matches on the same card. First time there was not a Canadian wrestler in a singles match in Vancouver. The largest crowd ever to attend a wrestling event in Vancouver. The first time a WWE title has changed place in Vancouver. Brady's head just fell as he's like, I have no idea.
These fucking questions. It's just,
I think it's 1 of 2, but I'm going to say this one.
I don't think I picked the right one.
I think it's 1 of 4.
It's 1 of 4. So guys, that was it.
Damn it.
I was shocked. Yeah. So Randy, and I keep forgetting you guys don't see the answers. So Randy and George both got it right. It was the first time a WWE title has changed place in Vancouver, which makes it more interesting because George, Randy's trying to catch you.
Someone like the annals of WWE history, they're going to be like, this is the only champion to ever become champion in Vancouver, Canada.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Shinsuke Nakamura won the IC title back on his
of all people to win in Vancouver. Shinsuke
Nakamura.
That seems a little. I'm gonna let it go.
Let's
all
go.
Right.
Next.
Which outlet broke the news about Jesse Ventura returning to WWE for Saturday night's main event? Your options are A, NBC, B, Figure 4 Online, C, the Bill Simmons podcast, D, WWE. Brady comes in strong with the right answer. Oh,
And Randy.
And Eric.
Okay, Randy got the right answer as well. Eric did not. Draw Straw Raw did not break it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
But you can listen to Draw Straw Raw every Tuesday night on the Huge Pop Radio Network.
shut up.
Oh boy. All right. So it was the Bill Simmons podcast that he was on, and both Brady and Randy got that question correct. And now I'm going to have to do a little bit of tabulating for the last answer. We were going to do, before we go to our last question, we had one bonus topic we were going to cover. What was that bonus topic from pre-production? Anybody remember besides nobody?
favorite part of the year. What was your favorite part of wrestling? Let's just talk about wrestling this year. Like Brady did a nice little speech on the very first episode, or part 1 of this episode. But I'll tell you what my favorite of this year part of wrestling was. The togetherness and how popular wrestling grew again. Right? WWE. We started a podcast a year ago. Nobody wanted to do WWE Raw. Nobody wanted to cover it. And now everybody is talking about it, and that's the show they want to do. The Triple H era, Vince coming out, has brought wrestling to that elite level again, and everybody's talking
Vince
about it.
came out?
That's right.
When?
You understand what I'm saying there. Nice dress man.
No, I didn't know what you meant. Like Vince was pushed out.
Pushed out, yes.
Oh, okay,
and Triple H era. But wrestling this year has been great in a whole. I've been enjoying it to the fullest. I get to do a podcast with one of my best friends and Brady, and everybody's here. Like, I don't know. This is absolutely incredible what wrestling did for us in whole this year and making us happy. And Brad, looks like we have a surprise guest here who just came in.
Making a run in all the way from Newfoundland, making this a 3-time zone podcast, is my tag team partner, one half of the East Coast Tag Team Champions of the World, Greg Father Feltham.
Bless you, my sons.
Greg, we were just talking about our favorite part of wrestling. Why are you here?
I don't know. I'm still not sure.
Of course, Greg shows up when we're supposed to be talking positive about wrestling. All right, Greg, unload your positivity on us, my friend.
Well, I better leave then, because
No. Please tell us what you liked about wrestling in 2024, please.
What did I like about wrestling in 2024? Chelsea Green falling off a ladder was great.
Good start.
Chelsea Green winning the U.S. Canada inaugural title was great.
Good pick.
Hold on. Digging.
You've had some tiffy times.
That's exactly where I was just going to go. I'm like, how can I not bring Tiffy up here? I mean, she is the star of 2024 in WWE. By far, breakout wrestler, breakout gear, breaking out of her gear. I mean, she's got it all. She covered all the bases. Yeah, on the men's side, what can I say? Maybe finally the bloodline will be over soon, but I doubt it. Trying to be positive here. What else can I give you? Let's see.
Screech. You're in Newfoundland. You should be giving us all Screech.
I should be giving you all Screech. Kevin Owens. His current run in the Crazy Kevin Owens phase has been fantastic. I've enjoyed that greatly. I kind of wish that he would have won at that Saturday night's main house show thing we saw. Whatever that was on TV. Yeah. What else? What else is good this year? I don't even remember this year. Let's be honest.
All right, Greg. All right.
George,
Okay.
Greg. Where did I leave off? So we had one from Brady, we had one from Randy. George, wake up, George. Okay, good. George, would you want to give me your answer? Favorite part of wrestling?
There's a lot to unpack in the question. But I will say that I guess less marks on the internet has been nice for a change. The tribalism was very apparent in like 2022 and 2023. Yes, it is still there now, but at least I don't see it as much. Maybe it's because I left most of those wrestling groups on Facebook. So that's made my life a lot better, because a lot of times those people can't spell and everybody uses all caps for some reason. It's odd, very odd, strange. But I will say that just wrestling as a whole has been a great year to watch. My 8-year-old daughter, she's now getting into wrestling a little bit more. So seeing her enjoy it has kind of reminded me of the few things that I had in a happy childhood, which wrestling was really kind of one of the only things. So, just wrestling as a whole has been a lot of fun this year, and it's been entertaining. And I think that's the most important thing. As long as it's entertaining and fun, and I don't care how many viewers each show got. I don't care how much wrestling was on the program. I don't care who people love or who people hate. I just appreciate it for what it is. And it's something to turn your mind off for 2 to 3 hours and just enjoy it for whatever it is and whatever you're into. And you could be into Tiffany Stratton, which I am definitely not. You could be into Chelsea Green, which again, I am definitely not. You could be into Liv Morgan and Neil Sky. I definitely am. So at the end of the day, be into whoever you like and enjoy whatever you like. But everything as a whole this year was really entertaining and really fun for me.
Oh, you had me till Chelsea Green, dude. You had.
I said it on purpose. I specifically said it on purpose because I can't see your reaction, but I could feel your reaction.
Had me.
And I felt in your reaction one of many bones in your back stiffen up a little bit more.
Do you know what, George? For a guy that says doesn't have to read misspelling on the internet, I will tell you many. Hang on a sec. I'll tell you many a week.
I know. I know. I 100% know. You don't have to say it, Randy. I didn't say that I wasn't part of that group.
No.
I just don't use all caps all the time.
Yeah, true. That's true.
I'm sorry.
That was well said.
I'm sorry. I'm still having a hard time getting past bone stiffening up, and we're talking about Chelsea and Tiffy here at this point. So,
but I'm pumped. Greg, I have a job for you for the end. Eric, this topic's over to you.
I like having fun with you guys talking about wrestling each week. And it just seems like there's been some great product to be talking about this year. No, honestly, changing of the guard, the resurgence that we've seen in WWE and just their huge growth, these TV deals, Netflix coming up. I don't know if you guys have heard about that, but that's kind of maybe a big deal as well.
I didn't know about that, Eric. Could you expand on the Netflix thing? Can you expand on Netflix, please?
Honestly, I don't know if I can expand more, but no, ultimately, I've just liked the fact that we see a lot of familiar faces being mixed in with new faces as well. And we are seeing some new stars being developed. We see it week by week. Like Brady said, his favorite guy for the last few years is Gunther, and that's for very good reason. He's definitely not the star of the show, but he is one of the top tier, and we keep on seeing the development of these top tier creations in wrestling. So I hope that continues.
Can I add to that, Eric? Because I kind of came in a little cold there, but I think as you talk about adding new stars, one of the biggest ads I think WWE did this year, I'll pull it back to the bloodline as much as it's driving me insane. The addition of Jacob Fatu this year into the WWE landscape has been a breath of fresh air, if I'm being frank.
Yeah, you know what? That actually brings up something me and Randy were talking about. Brad, I want to add like a new random topic out of nowhere, like a bonus topic if possible here. Okay. So what is your top wish list for 2025 wrestling? And mine is 100% Jacob Fatu on Raw versus Braun Breaker. Immediately hook it to my veins. That is what I need in my life.
Yeah, and mine will go with what I'm not going to get, but I could wish for it. My highlight of this year was 2-hour Raws and 2-hour SmackDowns. So that is, I'm not getting that next year. I'm getting 3 hours, but my the thing I really want is I want the resurgence of the tag division to expand. I want more tag team wrestling. I think the tag team wrestling has started to put some attention on it. It really helps make wrestling better. Who wants next in?
Let's rapid fire this.
Yeah. Brady, go.
Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, what do you want if you had a magic wand, you have the pencil. What do you want from wrestling next year?
I want Tony Khan to pay guys more money for doing useless bullshit. And I also want the WWE to continue to grow. But I'd like to see all of the people that I know and the people that I don't know, the boys, the gals, the cameramen, the grips, the lighting people, the backstage wardrobe assistants, everybody and their brother and sister get paid as much money as they possibly can. Because being a part of this current industry for as long as I was on a small scale, I can only imagine the goddamn headaches. Sorry, guys. The gosh darn headaches that partake in being a part of that business on a mainstream level, adding travel in, et cetera, et cetera.
George, we'll throw this one over to you. You have the pencil. What do you want? What can you do with a magic pencil?
Just want to see the same trajectory, kind of like Brady said, minus Tony Khan thing. I really could care less about Limbo and anything that Limbo has to offer, honestly and truly. But I will say that, WWE.
I got friends there. I just want to see them keep getting paid, George.
That's fair. That's great that you have friends there.
I want 100 million billionaire Mark perks to open up 100 million companies so that everybody I know in the business that's ever even smelled a jockstrap can get fucking paid, except for
Sure.
Matt Grant.
Fair enough. I would agree with you on that part as well.
He
But
lost
yeah,
his pass.
just wrestling to keep becoming, I guess, pop culture again has been fun to see its resurgence. You know, maybe a softer wrestling shirt would be nice. Some of the WWE shirts have been getting a little bit cheaper on the material. Give me back the softer fabric. I enjoyed that.
Of course, you're worried about softer fabric on your skin tag. Sorry, George, I had to. Let's keep going.
I don't have any skin tags, but thanks again. Anyways, yeah. So that's it for me. Honestly and truly, just enjoying wrestling for what it is, and it keep evolving and being better.
All right, I'll jump in at this point, Brad. What I want out of 2025 is I want less injuries and injury time. I want less injuries because I'm sick of people, getting injured and having to take time off. It's just, you know what, Eric, what do you think? Because I'm sick of this.
My God, Eric, what are you doing?
There's a reason that damn move is banned.
And with that, he has left the chat. But honestly, to his point that he just made, yeah, less injury time would be great. But also, like, Randy's favorite part of the year kind of was the whole Liv Morgan involvement in the Judgment Day angle. That really wouldn't have happened to that significance if we didn't see the injury to Rhea Ripley happen. So with injury, breeds opportunity.
100%.
Wait.
And just the ability, kind of just add one thing. I don't know if I was next in line or whatever. The ability, like Eric started off with Braun Breaker versus Jacob Fatu, stuff that we haven't seen. Talent rising, like Ludwig Kaiser. We can go through a whole bunch of people this year that definitely broke out and people are seeing. Ludwig Kaiser, Tiffany Stratton. The list goes on and on and on. The spectacles that we've been watching. Like, these are production spectacles that have been great and entertaining. Let 2025 be full of those and grow and get better and better and better. That's what I'm looking forward to. What about yourself, Brad?
Oh, I already said I wanted 2 hours of wrestling, but you know what? I'm looking forward to having everything in Canada on Netflix so that I can get rid of my Sportsnet subscription. It makes it, everybody who lives outside of the US is now getting everything in one spot. And that's going to be super great. Other than maybe Smoky Mountain Wrestling is not going to be on Netflix, but I can dream. Damn it. All right. Let's run this home. We're going to finish up after that interlude, let's finish our last round of trivia. And I won't update the scores right now because that'll give away who might be winning, he says. Question number 50, the final question. We're going to go back to Saturday night's main event. And the question is, who won the main event match of Saturday night's main event? Cody Rhodes, Jesse the Body Ventura, Liv Morgan, or Gunther?
What year? What date of Saturday night main event?
Saturday night's main event 2024 as we finish up a 2024 Christmas trivia.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, technically, it shouldn't have, but yeah, there we are.
Man, I like George is trying to score like 500 bonus points, but you all got it right. It was A, Cody Rhodes. And I did have a tiebreaker that was there, but I'll keep that one for another day. So at the end of the night, I'm going to add a drum roll in here. The winner of the first ever, well, let's go with the loser. The loser of the first ever trivia contest was Eric. Eric, I'm sorry, you only got up to 38 points. Congratulations.
A wee 38 is good for me, Brad.
39, Brady. You didn't finish last, but considering you don't watch a great deal of wrestling, that was very respectable.
That's just from me keeping up with all of your podcasts besides the MLW one.
Ouch. You can make jokes now, but Randy, you got 46 points, which makes you the big banana, the runner-up.
What? Congratulations. The runner-up. Did Mr. Comeback King George Mackay win this thing?
With 52 points. And just for the record, I did the math quickly while we were doing that last thing. George, you would have still won this if I kept it at 1 point a round.
Really?
Yep.
I thought the 2 points saved me because at the beginning of the show, Randy was like up to 24. I only had 13.
We pissed him off so much in part one, calling him fat and fathead and all this other stuff, that he came back and said, you know what, you pipsqueak fucks, I'm going to crush you like the ogre that I am. Because if we were physically in person, I'd pick you all up and throw you around the room. But since we're in a Zoom chat, y'all think you can point fingers and laugh? Well, watch what happens in part two. I'm going to put my wiener in you. George,
No,
thank you
it's
for
not
putting your
like-
wiener in. Thank you for putting your wiener in us. I appreciate it. Randy's usually used to bananas, not frankfurters. But you whipped it out, buddy. You showed us your hog. You won.
Congratulations, George. Yes,
Thank
you
you,
are
thank
the
you.
comeback king on that aspect of it. I do want to recount. You got 3 bonus points too, man. Like 3 bonus
I
points.
don't know
Come
if I got 3. I think I only got 1.
Oh,
Three.
oh,
But it's
You
okay.
got bonus points too, Randy.
Yeah,
I didn't. I
at,
got none.
at the end,
They can't-
everybody got bonus points.
Oh,
They
okay.
canceled each other out.
Okay.
Listen, Brad, this is when we tell everybody that we set this all up for this to happen. I wanted to be in the bottom. I
Okay.
wanted George to feel special today. This is
Thank
a
you.
charity event.
Oh,
not
thank
only
you.
not only
Awesome.
for all of you fine folks, all of
Awesome.
your donations of listens today. But congratulations on your comeback win here, George. I wish I put money on you after the first half. Be sitting pretty right now.
Listen,
Just like the, just
Are we
like the
done?
duck-
Can I go?
Just like the duck race on the internet, this is what we are. Draw straws, raw. Always giving to the people. And George, congratulations and Merry Christmas. This
You
is
wanna
you are
finish
the
that-
present.
You want to finish that plug, Randy, while you're going?
Well, it's all good.
Okay, because the reality is, if this was a work, we would have heard it be from Brady. He would have told us right away it's a work because I have listened to the law, and that's how I know when things are a work. Brady?
Yeah, no, it's this was a lot of regrets. Thanks, guys.
And George, you're the big winner. You get the last plug of the day. That's the prize because I really don't have a budget for this.
Perfect. Yeah, you can follow up on everything on the Straight Talk Wrestling Archives, on Straight Talk Wrestling on YouTube, and available on all podcast platforms. Straight Talk just hit 1,275 subscribers on YouTube, so I'm very excited about that. Yeah, we'll be joining the Hub in the new year. Me and my cohort in crime, Michelle Arujo, will be bringing Ringside 5 starting first week in January. So that'll be awesome. She's fantastic. Her knowledge is second to none, and she's really great personality, and yeah, she's got a voice that's easy on the ears for sure. So that'll make things a lot more better than listening to my gruff and bellowing voice. So yeah.
So to all of you who've listened, thank you for listening to our shenanigans now for well over 2 hours. Thank you to my colleagues at the Hub for joining us for this podcast. And we wish you all a very happy new year, and we'll see you on Netflix in the new year. Goodbye.